morning, and thank you for coming. I'm Tony LaFountain, Penfield Town Supervisor, and I'm delighted that everyone is here on such a special event. If you've heard me in the past, there are three components, three threads that I talk about in Penfield: partnerships, wellness, and public safety. And the partnership component, I'd like to recognize our great Senator Rich Funke, who in the 5 months that he has been in office, we have worked together, he and his staff, on more things than I think the previous administration had over the last 5 years. And for that, I thank you, Senator, for all of that assistance and all that support. The wellness component, right behind me, just a short time ago, I had the honor of being here for the ribbon cutting of the Y and the UR medical family and the partnership that they have here, which is really unique and very exciting as part of that whole wellness component that we talk about in Penfield. And then certainly public safety. And the public safety component here is the corridor that we have behind us, Route 250, Fairport 9 Mile Point Road. There are quite a bit of traffic that comes through here, and as a result of the development of the Y, we want to make sure this is as safe as it possibly can be. And so it's my honor and privilege to turn the microphone over to Senator Funke to talk about the planned light at this particular intersection. Senator.
Thank you, Supervisor LaFountain. I appreciate it very much. Great to be in Penfield today, and I want to thank Greater Rochester YMCA President and CEO George Ramel and Bill Wickham, the owner of Wickham Farms right next door, for being here as well, and Wayne LaChase of LaChase Construction is here as well, who built this beautiful addition for U of R Medicine here behind the East Side YMCA. As you can see here today, Route 250 is obviously a very busy corridor, a major transit area in our community. It connects some of the fastest growing communities in my district, as a matter of fact: Penfield, Parenton, Fairport, and of course Victor. In fact, on this stretch of 250 between Wayland Road and Route 286, the New York State Department of Transportation pegs daily traffic at around 7,500 vehicles per day on average. Furthermore, with the East Side Y and Wickham Farms drawing visitors from across the area, this stretch is especially busy during peak hours. The East Side Y, as many of you know, serves 20,000 members, and thousands of families visit Wickham Farms each and every year. So that's a lot of folks that come in and out of this driveway each and every day. It's a challenge. It's a challenge that's going to continue to grow. The East Side Y is undergoing a major expansion, as you know, including the addition of the new U of R medicine facility there, the medical and wellness practice. And given the Y's continued success, a recent New York State DOT traffic study called for a traffic light here at this intersection to ensure safe access to the Y and Wickham Farms. The need was clear. The problem, however, like a lot of issues in Albany, the source of funding wasn't all that clear. After taking office, I spoke with Supervisor LaFountain, I spoke with President Ramel, and I spoke, I think, first with Bill Wickham, and to see what we could do to reduce congestion and improve safety at this intersection, and to figure out what we could do to try to get this light going here in Penfield. We made it a top priority during the state budget process, and today I'm proud to announce that we were able to identify the funding that we need to put this new signal in place at this intersection. The project would be funded through the New York State Dormitory Authority, and the Y is currently working with the authority to provide all the necessary paperwork, and you know there's an abundant amount of paperwork and documentation to be done in order to get these projects completed. And like any other government project, it's a matter of letting the process unfold at the appropriate state agencies. But today, it's a great day because we're moving forward on a very simple yet important project, I think, for residents in Penfield and throughout this area, and it was a long time coming. The East Side Y and Wickham Farms are doing exactly what we want them to do. They are expanding, they are growing right here in the 55th District, and it's up to us to provide the infrastructure that they need to support their success. And I think this new traffic light will go a long way toward doing that. I just want to thank Supervisor LaFountain again, and President Ramel and Bill Wickham for their partnership in this effort. And it's my Pleasure now to introduce the CEO of the Y, George Ramel.
Thank you, Senator. Good morning, everybody. We really appreciate your support and how much you've embraced this community after taking office. Good morning, everybody. It's a particular thrill to have Wayne here. Wayne, thanks for joining us. You have no idea how the commitment of LaChase Construction on getting this project, both projects originally 8 years ago and now this one done so that all of these participants from this community can use this. We knew that we went through the approval process with Tony and his team that it was critical about safety. And we knew and we wanted a light 8 years ago. We asked for it. We knew that safety of our members was paramount. And at that time, it didn't indicate, the data didn't indicate that that was necessary. And now they've come around. And Mike Russell, my chief operating officer, and Kevin, who is here, found a way to convince the state officials that this was necessary and an important safety precaution for both organizations. When we made the decision to share the driveway, we hoped that this day would come. And it's coming a little later than we hoped, but the process is underway, and now we have the funding to make it happen, which is even more exciting. And we hope to fast track that process. We know it's a little bit of a challenge, but the work has been done, and all of the easements and all of the right-of-ways and all of the design things have been done. So we're hopeful that things will speed along, and that as we get into the not perfect weather that we have in Rochester once in a while, that we'll have that as a safety. You know, this is a challenging corner. People are flying by, and getting out on a left turn is pretty tough. And it's a joy to know that we will have this here for the protection of our children and our families and our community here. Not only with the UR activity, the new senior center that's here now has also increased activity here. And so we'll be here in the summer with our day camp, and of course your center will crank up and is cranking up now, and it's always a good place after folks work out to go have ice cream. And so we love the connection with you, and thank you all for being here. Thank you, Senator Funke and Supervisor LaFountain, for your support. Let me turn it over to Bill for his comments. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, George. I'll keep this pretty short. So fortunate to have great neighbors in partnership with the Eastside Y. It's been great for us. We share a lot of resources, including parking and our entrance. I know there's been a lot of talk about safety and the challenge of turning left out of here. I have to tell you, all of our farm production acreage requires a left-hand turn out of here. And as difficult as it is to turn left when you're in an automobile, if you try it on a tractor, it's a whole new dimension. So I'm delighted from a safety standpoint, not only from our staff and customers, but certainly all of the Y folks and just anyone commuting on 250. It's really, really needed. And after only 5 months in Albany, I'm delighted to that Senator Funke is already making a difference for the local constituents. So thank you.
There's been a number of near misses and a few accidents at this location. This light will help that. It will help gapping. It will help get folks out of this facility safely during the course of each and every day.
I would just add that when initially this was done, turning lanes were put in and timing of the signals at Atlantic and Whalen were altered. So it made it a little easier, but this is a game changer for us. This is definitely the thing that we needed, and now with the additional activity, it was a condition of the approval process that we go hard to get this to happen. So I'm really, really pleased that this will happen and can't wait to see it in action. In several of our other Ys, we do have signals, and it does make a big difference. All good? Okay. Thanks, everybody.